everybody, my name's Renee and this is my cash stuffing journey. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking a chance and clicking on my video. I hope you decide to like, subscribe and stick around for a while, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Thanks for being here today. I know I haven't been very reliable the last few months, and there's just been so much going on. So I have $200 that I'm going to stuff today, and I just thought I'd do a quick kind of update of everything that has been going on in the last, in particular the last few weeks. So I'm going to start everything off with some good news. So we have our deposit and we are sitting at $12,000. So we've hit $12,000, which is kind of awesome, and I'm really excited for that. Now, I'm basically going to be prioritizing the home deposit and anything related to buying the home. So $50 of this $200 is going into the home deposit. And it's to the point where, like, we really need to, as hard as we're saving, it's not enough. If we keep saving at the rate we are, we're not going to meet our deadline in time. So I need to find a way to increase this more. So it's going to really be a priority. The prop notes reflect how much money is in the First Home Super Saver scheme, which, if you've never heard of that, I live in New South Wales. You can deposit, like voluntary contribute. You cannot use your mandatory contributions from your employer. You can voluntarily contribute money into your into your super fund, and you can contribute up to $15,000 per year, and then you can withdraw that money and use it towards a deposit for a home if you're a first home buyer. You can only withdraw up to $50,000 across all the years. So if you, over 5 years, if you deposit $60,000, you can only withdraw the 50, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there's $12,000 in that sitting there. You get whatever you deposit and whatever earnings it makes, because they invest and everything, but you do get taxed when you withdraw it, because you're withdrawing it before retirement. So keep that in mind. So we're utilizing that scheme, and then I've also created a home binder. So in one of my videos I did mention this. I have about 4 videos that I haven't uploaded yet, but I'm going to do that this week. I've created a home binder that really focuses on when we buy our new home. So we've got mortgages, rates, insurance, utilities, water, internet, phone, maintenance, emergency and renovation. Now, this is designed so that when we purchase the home, we're going to have a buffer. So for example, the first mortgage payment might be covered. We have enough money to pay the rates if it comes up. We have enough money to pay, like, get the insurance, and that's what this is for. It's to prepare us for the home ownership, so that we're not throwing all of our money into buying the home and then expenses start rolling in and we don't have the money. So I want to make sure that we're starting ahead. I also created these really basic savings challenges to keep a track of everything. This is what keeps me motivated, so I'm hoping that by doing this for each one, it's going to help me keep on track and keep up to date on everything. When it's complete, so each envelope has its own goal. For example, we're hoping that a mortgage repayment will be under $1,500, and we are on track for that. So once this reaches $1,500, I'm going to pay an additional mortgage repayment. That's the plan. I'm hoping to make an additional mortgage plan every 3 to 4 months, so that we can really get the loan, get rid of it as quickly as we can, and to get what's it called, like, equity into the asset. Now, the reason I have this open today is for this binder, which I wasn't expecting to put anything in this so soon. With the mini savings challenges, that's the money that's going to go in here at first. Once we get closer to purchasing the home, then I can start cash stuffing and building it a bit more. But for now, it's just going to be the mini savings challenges. However, one of the issues we've had is our fridge broke. We noticed a strange scent for like 2 days, and then we went to go into the freezer and realized that everything had defrosted. So we emptied everything out. It was leaking refrigerant. So we had to throw away, I think, about 3 bags of food, which broke my heart because we're really struggling at the moment, and having to replace food is just that's not on our bingo card. But like, what do? We can't eat it because it's leaking refrigerant. It's too dangerous. So, and all of the meat that had defrosted, we wouldn't have been able to cook it in time, and it just wasn't safe. So we had to throw all that out. We have to get rid of our fridge, and like now we need a new one, and it was so much. It's so much. But what I'm gonna do is, our plan is, luckily we had a very old one that we've been using as like a drink fridge. It's very, very old. It doesn't work very well. It sucks the power like you wouldn't believe. It's not good for us because it's one of those fridges where it's got the freezer above and the fridge below. Unfortunately, because Les is back, bending down into the fridge is making it really hard on him, and it's just hard to store anything. It's not ideal, but we're very thankful that we had it. So we're going to use that one, and then the first thing we're going to do is, when we purchase this property, we're going to do a mini kitchen makeover, because the kitchen we have, it's not workable. Like, there's so little bench space that we had to buy our own ones when we started renting. But even then, it's not enough. The stove is cheap, and it's not really working that great. We need to replace the fridge. We want to put in like a dishwasher and more bench space. So we're going to do a lot of it. We can do ourselves, which is really great. So I'm going to start putting in money into the renovation fund, so that when we buy the property, we can buy a new fridge, or if we get enough money, we can buy the fridge. So the first one off the rack is, I'm going to put $50 in to our renovation fund. The initial goal is $2,500. We are looking around at fridges, and we want to purchase one that's going to last long term. And we found a pretty good website. So the budget's going to be $2,500, but the aim will be to spend less than that. But that's the initial budget. So if you have any fridge recommendations, if you have a fridge and you love it, please let me know. Please let me know, because there's so many. Alright, so we've got our first $50 in our renovation envelope, and the goal is $2,500. So that's that one. So that is literally all of the cash stuffing I have to do. Like I said, money's really, really tight at the moment. So we're struggling, guys. We really are. And I think if we weren't saving so desperately for the deposit, it would be easier. But we just don't. Yeah, everything just keeps getting more and more expensive. But we're still trucking along. We're still saving, and even if it's a little bit less, every dollar counts. So there's that. My family member is doing well. After surgery, we're waiting to hear back for a checkup so that the radiation therapy can start, but they're doing really well. Both kids are doing really well. Just a lot, like between after school activities and stuff like that, it's really, really tough sometimes. We are having some issues with our son's occupational therapist, which is just adding to the stress right now. If you're new here, our son has autism, and he's a what you consider a level 2, and he's right up level 2, level 3. So he does need, while he can be independent within his routine, he very much needs support in nearly all aspects of his care. So whether that be verbal prompts, physical assistance, visuals, things like that. But he's doing well apart from the issues we're having with the OT. But there's that. So what else is there? Les's back pain has flared really, really badly, and he's really struggling from nerve pain, sciatic nerve pain. So if you have any tips or tricks, if you experience nerve pain like that, what do you do to provide relief? Every time he goes to the doctor, they tell him to take Panadol and Nurofen, and it's getting to the point where like we just can't, like it's like him popping Tic Tacs, like it does nothing. So I'm trying to find alternatives, but with like money constraints, it's a lot. What else is there? I've been really busy for work, so that's kind of draining, and I must admit my depression and anxiety is not doing great. It never does when we're in really tight financial situations. It brings up trauma, it brings up the past, I don't want my children to experience it, and it's starting to impact them. Like when we go to the grocery store, we have to be really mindful of what we're buying, where we can't do the extra things that we used to do. Like for example, if there was like a Wiggle show that popped up, and unfortunately we couldn't take Evelyn. There was like and like both kids had birthdays within like 6 weeks of each other, and it's just been a lot. So there's just been a lot. I'm really, really hoping that it gets better soon. Like, I really do, because me and Les we're both exhausted. Like, and we're meeting with the landlord on Monday. It's Saturday today. No, Sunday. Dang. We're meeting with the landlord on Monday. She wanted to check in with us and see what our plans are in regards to purchasing the home. We're kind of worried that she's going to turn around and say, listen, if you don't purchase it soon, I'm going to sell it. The last thing we want is doing all of this, sacrificing all of this, and then being kicked out right in the last bit, because she needs to sell. I mean, we understand it's her property. She has to look out for her and her family, but to get that close would just be devastating. And I'm kind of worried that she's going to increase the price, which would also have a huge impact on us. So I don't know. Hopefully it's a good meeting on Monday, but I'll let you guys know whatever happens, I'll keep you up to date. So now I just have some money to do our mini savings challenges. So I'm going to end this video here. I know it sounds like it's been a lot of bad news, but we are trucking along. Hopefully we're hoping it gets better soon. If you guys are having any financial issues, just let me know down in the comments so we can commiserate together, and hopefully it starts to get better soon for people. So remember to live, laugh, love, and when life gets hard, just roll it in glitter, guys. Bye.